Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great day. It's been a long week. Yeah, we got some things done. We received some things. So we got a haul, we got whips, and we got not a fully finished, it's a finished object. So yeah, so stay tuned. Wow. Just all this happens. You see, nothing happens in my life until it all happens at once. So that's just the way it is. So this is Flosstube number 35. I had to look. And it is August 25th, 2020. August. It's like the end of August, like already. Yeah. I have my coffee because I don't function without coffee. I don't know how that happened, but, you know, I went from Pepsi to coffee, and then when I lived in Missouri and Kansas, I started drinking Coke, but I was still drinking coffee. It's like, did we get enough caffeine? Yeah. Okay, so I will show my my finished object of this week. It is Time to Stitch by My Big Toe. Got it from 123 Stitch. And it is done. If I can get it back in there. I still haven't taken the bag apart. I'll have to do that. And then I got a needle. That's great. Hang on. And thread. And thread. Okay, let's just put that in there so it won't. Jeez. Okay, so, sorry, I haven't ironed it yet. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with it. So much for going to the thrift store this week, because that's not going to work for me. But I got it finished. And got my name at the bottom. So we will have to see. But yeah, it was a piece of work. I don't know why it took me so long, because I blazed right through all that stitching. It took me maybe 2 weeks to do that, and then I've been like dragging my feet for the rest of it. So I don't know. Just too much going on, I guess. All right. So maybe by next week, I don't know. We'll see. I will see if I can find some kind of a frame to put it in, because I want it in a frame and I want it to have glass. So we'll see. What did we work on? Oh my gosh. We worked on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had 7 videos. So let's see here. The first video was Home of the Needleworker, and that is by Little House Needleworks. I had to see. I couldn't remember. Which is this one. I love this. I just think it's so cute. Just so cute. Yeah, it's another one, you know, blaze through the lettering, and here we are. We're still dragging our feet. Well, I'm really dragging my feet about the house, because it's full coverage, and it's got, well, not exactly, it is full coverage, but, I mean, it's broken up by the windows. Yeah, it's great. So, we just did a video and did these couple of things here. I don't know, I may take it out and work on it. It is, now I looked this up, it is 16 count lamb's wool, I think. It's not part of the country line. So it's kind of stiff, you know, if you will. Stand by itself. But it's not bad to work with. So I would buy that material again, just because I like the color. Then we worked on, this is a twofer. I worked on the ABCs, and I also worked on Jane Marshall, and as you know, I don't have a picture for Jane Marshall, but I worked on it last week, and we got just one of the little, I'll just hold it like that because this piece of fabric is huge. So I finished all this, the big square. Seriously? It is such a huge piece of fabric. You just have no idea. It's like 50 inches long at the bottom, because I had to get a big piece for the other project. But I finished all this last week, and then for the video I did this and that. And that's as far as I got on that, because it's one of those things that you got to change 5 colors. There's 5 colors, or 6 in each one of these things. So this didn't take very long at all, maybe an hour or 2 just to finish it. I had just this part here done, and I did all that in like 2 hours. So it goes pretty fast once I decide I'm going to work on it. Now we get to turn it upside down. This is 16 count Country French Cafe Mocha from Winchlet. I love this fabric. Okay, so this one we're just gonna, I told you it was a big piece of fabric. It's like 36 by, oh, that's a special. Let me show it to you backwards. So, oy vey, oy vey, oy vey. Okay. Really? And then the needle's gonna just be, I'll just put it down here somewhere where I can hold it. So I got this little part done, and I started working on button. This is my dysfunctional video for the week, and the whole thing cut out in the middle of it, and yeah, then I couldn't remember what the heck I'd said. So yeah, it was great. Special times. Yeah. So that's coming along little bit by little bit. Then oh crud. Let's see. Well, we're going to skip that. I worked on Newcastle Bouquet, but it's not here, so I'm not going after it. I worked a couple days on Pandemic. I did a little bit yesterday, you know, while I was waiting for all that. Everybody knows what Pandemic looks like. Pandemic. Long Dog Samplers. Hang on. So I worked on this yesterday while I was waiting for the mail to show up because I was excited. And we'll get to that in a minute. Hang on. Let me put that away or I will lose it. I love this color. This is 16 count Regency. And it's kind of a green. It's from Picture This Plus. I just love it. It's so nice and soft. I don't know if I can get rid of my needle or not, but so this is all I've got done for Pandemic, but it's coming a little bit at a time. I just take it section by section. So I'll have to finish up, you know, this on the side and this way to make it go any further. So I just kept going up. And I was using my line keeper. I love that line keeper. It is the best, yes. And I looked that up today, and you can get those at that quarter shop. They come on a card for under $10. So they're not too terribly expensive, but they are a godsend, you know. And I just attach my pattern with my clip, you know, on the side of my ring, and that way I put the line keeper across it so I can go from line to line to line. And I did about all that, and then I filled in this mess yesterday, and it was like maybe an hour or 2. So it's really helping. Love it. Just absolutely love it. So then, let's see, we did a little bit on Consider the Lilies. Oh, I hate to get this out, but it is what it is. Hang right in there. It's another one of those big, huge, gigantuous. Hang on, I dropped a thread because we can't have that happen. But I have found out that say stuff by Beth Twist or Teresa Kogert, they tend to, and more Blackbird, they tend to use the same threads. So I'm pretty good that I have another thing that I can draw from if I lose it, because I have no idea. So of course it has one of these on it, I swear. I wish I'd never bought these. These are those hoops that I got from, I almost said Walmart, from Amazon. And they have the little thing, but you have to take them completely apart. It's not just slide off. So, yeah. Worked a little bit on this week. It's such a big, huge piece of fabric. I wish I could figure out how long it is and then just cut the rest of it off. But I'll have some nice material. In the end, it's 14 count Country French Latte. This is the light color from Winchlet. So, yep, we got most of this vine done, and there's going to be like 4 or 5 flowers sticking up. Yeah, it's great. I love this. So, not too much progress on that. I don't know. This is what it looks like. So, we're coming up on this. This is what those lines are for. Let me see if I can hold it straight. So, not making too much progress yet. So, we'll see. We'll see. I haven't finished even page 1. I don't know. It's such a big project. For me, it's kind of, let's just do this in the winter. I don't know. I have more focused time because I'm not so busy at work. And then I get busy stitching and busy work, and it doesn't work for me. I don't know. You'll have to forgive my hair. It's still kind of wet, so it's not as poofy as normal. All right, and we worked on 3 things. This is more Blackbird. Speaking of more Blackbird, I love this. I just love it. There's so many little elements. It's just awesome. And I love the material. It is 16 count Legacy from Picture This Plus. It's kind of a parchment looking thing. Oops, I'm trying to get the, let me just put this aside. So I did go all the way around and skeleton all the border so I knew how big it was going to be. Let me fold it in half because hanging on to it just ain't happening. So the other night I've worked on all this flower mess here and all these vines. Yeah. And I did that, just a little bit of that. And then the next time I did this. But it's coming right along. You know, I'm still kind of freaking out about the flowers that go across the top. But we're just going to leave them for a while. You know, it's kind of like Newcastle Bouquet, which I didn't get out. And I organized everything as to what I've already done for the month, and then what 28 that I'll have for the September thing. So it's pretty much going to be like business as usual around here. I mean, I'm just working on all the things. And I've got about, I want to say 10 projects, give or take a few, that are not samplers. Like I've got the little perennial rounds and stuff. So, I mean, it's just like, just do whatever. I just can't handle. Oop. Keep that in there. The next thing that I worked on is Quaker Sampling 3. I love this. And as you know, it's in 2 parts. I mean, too long. It's 2 pages this size, turned this way. So, I've about accomplished part of page 1. As you'll see, I worked on it the other day because I was just neurotic waiting for my mail to come. Whoops, I gotta turn it around. Hang on. I know. Just love this fabric. It is 14 count Country French Latte from Winchlet. And the color is 221. Just love 221. But the other day I did a video on this, so I finished that. That was already finished. Coming up here, and I want to finish these. So, yeah, there's just a few more little, we'll call them tiny motifs compared to, there's nothing else big, and then it starts like half a big one on this side, so before the page is done. So, we are right here. So, it just takes like half of this pattern, and that'll be the middle. You see what I mean? That motif is exactly in the middle. So half of it is on page 1. So yeah, I like this. And it's so easy to work on and so nice to do. Not that I don't have to frog every once in a while, because sometimes my brain gets ahead of everything else. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, we're not done yet. Oh, no. We can't just do 2 projects a week, because that'd just be nuts. Okay, so the next thing that I worked on is Anna Oman, 1873, from Lila's Studios. I love this. I haven't found anything else that I like from her. I mean, it just like jumps off the page and, you know, need to have. Sorry. It just doesn't want to stay back. It's just there, okay? And I am using 498, and it is on 14 count Vintage Country Mocha. And I got this also from Winchlet. And of course, it has one of those stupid things. So I worked on it the other night. I got all these hoops off, and then I go, oh shit, now I gotta go find a hoop. Imagine how that happens. Jeez Louise, I'm telling you. But I like this material. It's really soft, but yet it's stiff. But, you know, with working with it, it's not, it's got a different texture. I wish I could show you what the heck I mean. But anyway, you can tell when you go to order, if you order that kind, it, you can tell that it's flat, not raised, like. So I worked on this, and I finished this whole thing here. And so I think the next crazy thing that I'm going to have to work on is either that, finish the alphabet, or work on the bird, because it's just there, you know, and it's calling. It's like, would you please just make it, right? But it is so pretty, so pretty. I'm trying to get all the threads and needles out of the way. But did I say it was 498? It's DMC 498. It's lovely. And it's more of a red than that. I don't think I have a 221 now. But it's more of a red than like a brick red. I don't know what. It's like a dark red, if you will. It looks a little orangey that way, but it's not. It's more red. Okay, whoops, put everything together, because heaven knows we're going to need the rest of that pattern. Oh, and I went to make a copy of the Circus of Hearts, and I'm out of ink. Black ink. I'm going to have to buy 3 at a time, I swear. So, the next thing I worked on is Country Garden by Blackbird Designs. Yes, I love this. I just Blackbird, I'm telling you, they get it right every time. And this is the one that I lost the thread. Not a clue where that damn thread went, because I was really getting into that flower. Okay, we're just going to put that in there, because otherwise we're going to end up with 15 hoops over here. I did a video on this, and then I'll show you. And we finished this one, and then I went over here and did this one, and this is the one that I was working on. I hope I don't drop a needle in my coffee. It'll be great. I started the top of that flower, another flower pot, and I don't know what happened to that green. So I will have to set it aside and see if I got any more, and I can go to my stitch store, hopefully before it's, what do you call it? Oh, so sorry. Here's what Jane Marshall looks like. I didn't know I pulled it. I was wondering what happened to that. This is Jane Marshall, Hands Across the Sea. I just love this. So if I can just live through this, I got to do these stupid things like 3 times and a half or 3 times and a quarter. Yeah, but it's still pretty. Still pretty. I love it. So I'm going to keep those 2 out for right now. I'm losing my voice. All right. And that's all that I worked on this week. Then I received a package. I received 2 packages, as a matter of fact. I got a package from a viewer. Her name is Deb. And last night, I'm sitting there. Because you know me, I cannot not start anything. So I got this little book yesterday from 123 Stitch. No, it was going to be so small. Called Deck the Halls, Blackbird Designs. And it's got all the doodads in it. Little strawberries. And it's got, I think each one of those patterns you could probably make a strawberry out of. But, or you could do it just as a flat thing, you know. So I picked one, and it was this one. I don't have that pink, but it's beside the point. I was practicing. So I got out, she sent me some 4 little spools of silky thread. She's so wonderful. I'm in love. This, yeah. I like this thread, and I've only used it 1/2 because I was practicing, of course. And I get frustrated and I put it down, and then I look at it, and then it's like, pick me up. So I did this like 4 times. I'm like, I'm going to get this. I am going to get this. So she sent me 28 count even weave, and it's a Zygarde. It's like Artista. But it's, whoa, Zygarde fabric. It's lovely. It's lovely. I've never stitched on even weave. So, as you can see, I did some practicing. I know you can't hardly see it. I don't. Oh, whoa. Is that helping? I don't know. So anyway, I practiced lines and everything. Then I came over here. That is not helping. 500. I guess scoot up. Okay, so then I was fine. Let me fold this so I don't have to hold so wide because, you know, shoulders and everything and all. Okay. Crap. I went too far. Okay, so I was fine going back and forth, back and forth. And then I got up here to the corner, you know, like you had to go at like an angle. I don't know. It's going to take more practice, I can tell you that. But I used that brown variegated color. It is so pretty. But it didn't go nearly as bad as I thought it would, because I was like all panicked. And it took me a while, like 2.5 hours after I got it and got that thing open, did the video and everything else. I mean, I was like, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that. Okay, you can do this. So it really wasn't hard. Like I said, if you go back and forth, it's great. And I only use, like I said, 1 thread over 2. Try to get it. Come on. Come on. Focus. Oh, crap. So, you know, the coverage isn't stupendous, but I think I will try something else with, like, with the making it 2 threads. Now, here's another thing that I ran into. I use 16 count fabric, and I use 28, as you can see, 28 needles. Number 28 or 28 size. How needles come. And the end is very thin, you know, where you thread the needle, so I couldn't use those. And I did have some, oh, I don't have it here. I ended up with a 24. Now, maybe I'm supposed to have, I asked Suri, and she said I was supposed to use a 14/90 needle. I never heard of that. I tried to look that up. Every place I went, I never saw that. So I don't know if that's like a sewing machine needle. But anyway, so I will have to get some more needles if I'm gonna, or use maybe embroidery needles that, you know, are sharp at the end and have a bigger end. I don't know. I've got some, I just haven't tried it. So I just wanted to be able to, I wanted to be able to know that I could put the stitches down on the fabric first, because the needle is just way too big, and you know, I'll just have to figure something else out. But other than that, I liked, the coverage isn't bad with just one thread and going 1/1. Oh, yes, that right there is 1/1. It was like, no, that's not happening. So I did finally figure it out, you know, after just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, as to how it's supposed to look, and get my stitches consistent. So it's going to take a little bit more work, but I thought I'll just get a small project and see if I can do that, you know, because there ain't no leaping yet. But 28 count is a perfect place to start, because I can still see it. You know, I don't know about anything else, okay? Because 30 to 50, phew, ain't happening. But I've got to be able, you know, to see it. And I've lost. What did I do? Oh, dear. Okay. So, I'm working on it, you know, and it's going to take a moment. I mean, I didn't learn how to cross stitch like that. You learned like that, but to, what do you call it? To fine-tune your skill, it's going to take a moment. So, then I got Circus yeah, it's called Circus of Hearts, and it says that right here, Circus of Hearts. So I had it wrong. I thought it was Circles of Hearts. Well, it didn't make too much sense, but the other part doesn't make much sense either. So I guess just because there's so much going on. But I absolutely love this pattern. It's just, yeah. Every once in a while, I got to have a challenge. So I got color 550 and 553. Let me see if I can pull this out. These are the two colors that I'm using. Isn't that beautiful? I love that purple. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that in diamond painting. That was my favorite color. Oh, yeah. And when I saw that again, I went, yep, gotta have that. Yep. So, last night, hang on, we're attached. I started, okay, seriously, that is so not happening, because that'll get caught up. This is 16 count Country French Cafe Mocha from Winchlet. Hang on. It's such a huge piece. Again. Did I seriously do that? Oh my goodness. I forgot. Never mind. Hang on. Okay, so I got the piece, and it is 25 by 36. This thing goes a long ways. That's why that didn't make sense. So sorry. So sad. So, I worked for a couple of hours. I don't know why the needle was on the inside. Hang on. I gotta get rid of the needle before I break it. Not break it, but... And we're just gonna do that. So I got one corner done, sort of. Not done, but to the point. Maybe if I put a little light. So that's what it's going to look like. I can't bring that out. I don't know. With the Concord and then the lighter purple on the inside. I think it'll be pretty. I really do. And it wasn't too bad counting. The only thing, let me tell you about this. Do you see this picture? That's exactly the way the pattern looks, of course. But what I'm saying is, it's in black and white. And this is in black and white. And the pattern is in black and white. So I'm just going to have to go really slow to tell where, you know, the lines end up. It's like doing a maze thing the whole time that you're doing it. But it didn't go bad. I just took it it's just like Long Dog. Take it one corner at a time and one little area and just focus, because you could get lost up in all this. And I thought about doing all of the, oops, sorry, didn't mean for the glare, all the outline first, but no, I thought, no, I'll get that done and then I won't want to do it. So we're just going to go one section at a time. I always get, you know, my brain always runs away with my ideas and leaves me in the dust and go, no, I don't think so. Not following you. So, yeah. But I think it'll be pretty when it's done. It's just not going to get done overnight, guys. But it's fun to work on, and it's, so far, you know, I had to frog a couple times, but not frog, but just like back out my stitches because I got it the wrong way. But it's getting there, guys. It'll, yeah, I love it. Yep. They have a circus series. So it's Circus of Circles, Triangles, and Diamonds. So the other one wasn't tiles, it's diamonds. I'm so sorry. I got that word wrong. But this is the other one that I want to buy. Because it's just absolutely beautiful. They are, you know. But this pattern, I don't know what it is about this. This is not hard to read like that. Like the Elemental Dragon. So far so good. I'll let you know how many headaches I get. Okay? And let's see. Oh, I also got some extra fabric. Where did it go? It's slinking away. Another piece of the Country French Cafe Mocha. This piece is a huge piece. It's 36 by 51. This is what I'm going to put Death by Cross Stitch on. So we'll see. Yeah, so I got to read instead of the 14 count. And we're starting at the bottom if and when I restart it. So, yeah. So we'll see, guys. But that is everything. I did get notification that, sorry, I need a drink, that they have shipped the Meyer color. Oh, that's what happened to that. Hang on. I was like, where did that go? The Meyer by Picture This Plus, I believe. I think it's Picture This Plus. 16 count, and then I got a color, and I can't remember what color it is. For Elemental Dragons. I think it's a red. Because Meyer is green. It's either that or it's going to be the gold. When it happens, but they shipped it, and it'll probably be here by Friday and Saturday. If it is earlier, I'll do an unboxing. But other than that, I think that's it. No plans. Just keep working on everything, and I'll keep, what do you call it, practicing my even weave before I ever buy any fabric, because I gotta learn how to do this. It's just something inside of me. I have to do this. And I can do it. It's just, yeah. And I would like to see what the even weave looks like if I did 2/2 with the sulky or with regular DMC. I'd just like to see how that all comes out. But I like that thread. It didn't, I thought it would ravel. You know, like, because I used that stupid crazy silk from Joy Sunday. I love Joy Sunday, but that was a nightmare. It had just fray at the end, and you couldn't get it re-thinged, and God forbid you licked it to put it in the needle, because it just made it worse. So I had to end up using, that's why, primarily the reason why I bought these little, what do you call it? Needle threaders. 50 in a package, people. 50 in a package. Best investment I ever made. Well, next to my scissor sharpener. Yeah, those two things are, for me, is invaluable. Just totally invaluable. So I don't know what we'll be working on this week. I'll probably pick, 5 or 6 different projects, because I put, like, what I'd made a video this week, they'll all go in one basket. And I'll start from there, from another basket, and work on individual projects that I haven't worked on. So I try to rotate them around, because I know I wouldn't want to see the same thing every time. It would just, God, my hair, drive me insane. I think there's too much humidity in the air. It's just being crazy. But other than that, so I got to restart on Elemental Dragons, Death by Cross Stitch, and Autumn Quakers. Now on Autumn Quakers, I'm going to have to go and get the thread. There's only, like, don't quote me, I think there's less than 10 colors in it. I don't know. But they've all morphed to something else, so I'll have to take a look at that. But I may start that in September. Again, because it's coming up on autumn. Yeah, let's see. What else? Oh, I want to thank Deb and Rebecca both for the lovely gifts that they sent me. Thank you. They're just invaluable, and I'm still looking for something to do with the thread that Rebecca sent me. It's just beautiful, and it's Christmas, so I may use them inadvertently in those deck the hall things. Like I said, I think you could do them like all in one color. I don't know. I if you wanted to and have like a series, so I think maybe that would work with the little white ones, and then do like red and green on the outside to finish them. So we'll see. Christmas is not here yet. I refuse to think about Christmas until it's like at least November. I haven't found any autumn patterns that I like. I mean, I've got Autumn Quakers, but I'm having a hard time trying to find something that it's not cutesy, because I can't stand cutesy. It just, I think it's something that maybe a 10-year-old would do. But so I'm still looking for something. I don't know. When I see it, you'll know about it. I'll know about it. Other than that, I think that's about it. I think we about got it all. I don't think I'm missing anything. That was all I got for haul. I got new needles. I didn't get... The only thread I got was for the Circus of Hearts. We're going to call it that because I can't pronounce it in French. No, I had to use Siri just to figure out what that all meant. And then I looked down at the bottom of the pattern and it was right there, Circus of Hearts. I was like, okie doke. So, I'm thrilled. I'm just... Yeah, what next? Okay, guys. Thanks for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and please hit the bell. And that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Are you going to say hi, Molly? Nope, she's taking a nap. Can you see her? She's like all curled up over here on the corner. Yeah. She's like done. No? because she's mad because I won't let her out during the video, and I wanted to get this done before it got hot, you know. The pressure. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't pressure. All right, guys. We will see you next time, and I'll see you tomorrow for a stitch with me. Have a good evening. Have a good rest of your week if you don't get to see me. God bless. Bye-bye. Stay safe.